What's up, everybody? Let's get it in. Let's get it in. It's that time of day, isn't it? It's that time of day, isn't it? All right. Let's kick off with a plate like usual. We ain't gonna go crazy on the warm-up. Let's get it moving though. What's up, Eric? Don't use Timu. We got a troll. First thing today. It's crazy how quickly the troll came in today. All right, he's gone though. That easy. Very easy to get rid of. All right, let's add some more weight. We got 225, guys. We're gonna hit this for like a double. You guys want to see something really cool? Check this out. So, look, keychain says lift heavy circles, and then try lift your press. Isn't that awesome, guys? Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah. I thought they were pretty cool. My mother actually 3D printed these for me. 3D printed this for me. Like 5 of them. I have like 5 of these. So. All right. 225. Let's hit it for a couple reps, guys. Let's get this moving. Let's get this moving. All right. Right. No, we don't do 30 reps of anything. Never, never. What's up, what's up? How's it going, Josh? Welcome back. Yeah, we're doing an early one tonight, Gio. Early one tonight. What's up, YM? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, we're gonna add some more weight, guys. Yeah, we are very blue today. I am all blued up. I showed this a couple seconds ago, but I'll show you guys now that you're all in here. Check out my cool little keychain that my mother 3D printed for me. Isn't that awesome? I think it's pretty awesome. All right. I vaguely have a daily routine, Josh, but it's mostly just the same like movement patterns with different like the amount of reps, sets, weights. Those are vaguely just how I feel. But the rest of it, like the fact I'm going to bench, shoulder press, curl, that's pretty set in stone. I can't make anybody a different color YM. Yeah, the green names, the colorful names are from channel members. Josh donated it was 15 channel memberships last night. It's top tier, top tier. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. We're gonna hit this for 1, maybe 2, and then we'll put some actual weight in the bar. We're still getting warmed up. This is just 245, nothing extreme. So, yeah. toasted. That thing, people underestimate the hip abduction. I'm telling you what. Mossberg's still here. Mossberg was here last night, YM. I have a feeling I know TV. I have a feeling I know. Yeah, a lot of people, they underestimate that hip abduction machine, that squeeze. Man, that thing will wear you out, but it'll grow your legs and it'll improve everything that you drive through your legs with. So it's a top tier movement. The 16th is the competition, David. I don't think we're doing hip abduction tonight. Maybe we'll throw something in. Who knows? Maybe. I don't do backflips. I don't do backflips. All right, let's add some weight, guys. Let's add some weight to the bar. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that squeeze for sure. It'll wear your hips out. That entire muscle groupie. Destroyed. That's a different problem, Mark. That's a different problem, Mark. That's one you usually have to go to the clinic for. I'm pretty sure they make pills for that now, Mark. Yeah, that's not a great thing. It's not a great thing, I would say personally. All right, we got 315 on here. I don't know if that's how that works, Mark. We're going to. We're only 8 minutes in. We're on like set number 4, so let's take our time. Let's take our time. Sure, Williams, what's up? Before we hit this 315, what's up? Always skip cardio. It's the only way. It's the only way. Lord, Mark. Didn't have it today, so we ended up with this, unfortunately. We've run into that a lot recently, Josh. We've run into that a lot recently. The store's just not stocking Fairlight. So, we're doing singles climbing, but we will drop back down. We've been doing 315s as part of our drop downs for triples recently. So we'll probably go back down to 315 for a triple later, double triple, I'm not sure yet. We're doing a lot of drop sets. Since we're close to competition, we're not doing as many heavy singles right now. What's up, Liam? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this 315. We're gonna keep warming up. I weigh 177, Scotty, but we're gonna go ahead and warm up, and then I'll talk some more to the chat, guys. Just a quick single, All right, see you, YM. I take about 300 grams of protein a day. We do pause reps periodically, Scotty. We do some pauses 2 or 3 times a week. We add those into our programming. So 2 or 3 times a week we add pause reps into our programming, but not every day. Not every day. So Josh, it really depends. So 300 grams for a lot of people would be considered too much, yes. I prefer a close grip personally. Samson seems like a great dude. His lifting seems top tier, but I don't know that much about him. But for a lot of people, yeah, 300 grams of protein would be considered a lot for most people, yes. But I carry a lot more muscle mass than average, so it's usable. It's definitely not recommended for everybody. Later, hobo. Yeah, it's not for everybody. 300 grams is definitely not for everybody. No, I don't. Yeah, if you're lifting regularly, especially at the volume that I do throughout the week, obviously small bits of volume every day, but a lot of volume all the way throughout the week once you combine everything I do. And obviously I have a lower body fat percentage, higher muscle mass than average for my body weight. So I need more protein than the average person at my body weight. The more muscle you carry, the more protein you need. So the only supplements I take before, after, during my workout are creatine and pre-workout. Creatine and pre-workout. All right. Anything else I get through Whole Foods? All right. 325, guys. If you're carrying a lot of fat, you may need less protein by average body weight, or by your body weight, right? So more muscle, you need more protein, less muscle, you could use slightly less protein, right? The more muscle mass you carry, the more protein you have to intake to support muscle, and especially to grow muscle. So we're not going super high. I think that's the heaviest we're going to press tonight. We are going to drop back to 315 and do a double, and then we're going to drop probably to around somewhere in the 300-ish range, 250 to 300, and we're going to do a set of 7. I prefer my recovery using whole milk. I drink whole milk after my workouts. Great sugars, great fats. That's where I replenish all of my stores, is with dairy typically at the post-workout, almost universally. So, but mind you, I also take in a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of fats and proteins during the workout using the milk. No, I don't eat that. Soya chunks? Nah, I'm good. I imagine it's made of soy.
Boy. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I just came back from that.
All right, let's drop back at 315, do some play weight work. Big back eagle, big bench. You are correct. So a strong back will help you improve your bench press. A strong back will help you improve your bench press. I take it before my workout, but I take it every single day, about 15 grams. So. It is milk. Top tier workout beverage. Top tier workout beverage. All right, 315. Just some easy weight. Just an easy weight. Doing a little drop. Doing a little drop. It's Saturday, guys, so we're taking it easy a little bit.
I'm definitely not doing it now. Because
All right, so nothing heavy, 315. We're gonna hit this. Maybe we'll pause it. Maybe we'll do a double. Maybe we'll larsen it. Maybe we'll just do a rep. I don't know yet. We'll find out once the bar's on us, right? So we're gonna do something with it.
Yep. So I'm gonna hold 120 until I hit 3 plates. But I don't know. 275? 275? Yeah, I did 285. And then next week I did 275.
We're gonna get one more rep with that 315 here in a second.
Dude, the gap to add like round up to the I don't even know myself.
What's going on, Josh? No, they didn't have it today, Josh, all right? And I live in an area where my home is at. I live in an area where there's not a lot of places, all right, to go to shop. I know, Josh, I know. We just did 325, Vic. We went up to 340 last night. It's Saturday, so we're taking it a little light because we got comp in a couple weeks. We will push it a little bit heavier beginning next week, of course. I know, Vic, I know. 365 is my current bench PR, guys, for those of you that are interested in that information. But we got a lot of work to do tonight, so we're going to hit this for one more rep, and then we're going to drop it down a little bit, and we're going to do 7. I personally wouldn't purchase a tonal. Oh, hold on. Let me read some of this chat. So Liam, that's not always correct. So the amount of creatine you take in is also partially dependent on your muscle mass, your body mass, things along those lines, and how often you're utilizing those and needing to recover. So that is not true. 5 grams is like the standard that you'll find on most containers of creatine, just because they have to put something on there, and 5 grams is like pretty solid for most people. So, but for some people, you may be able to absorb and utilize 7 grams. Some people, it might be 5 grams, some it might be 10, 15, Now, think about this perspective. Do you think the world's strongest men at 400 pounds, 380 pounds, 340 pounds, 6'5", you think they're taking the same 5 grams that everybody else is taking? Probably not. Probably taking 25, 30 grams. So, yeah, 10 grams is actually what most people would consider a loading number. Like, 10 grams is used for loading periods. It's not an absurd amount to take. 365 is my PR. I appreciate it. God bless. God bless. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate it. I love Jesus. Appreciate it. Happy Saturday, Saray. Happy Saturday. All right, let's go ahead and hit this 315 for another rep real quick. Cheese and whey are, I weigh 177 currently, but cheese and whey are essentially the same thing. Visionary is just a dairy product. One just has more fat, one has less fat, and that depends on the cheese, honestly. Hey, appreciate it, Josh. Another gift membership, man. Corvette, look, Corvette's a new member. Look at that. Welcome to the club. Appreciate it, Josh. A ton of support coming through from Josh the last couple of nights. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's just like awkward. I know.
All right. I'm 5'11", man. 5'11". I weigh 177. But I power lift professionally, guys. So I lift more and I lift heavier than most. So I'm 30 years old. I also am certified in nutrition, so I'm very, very much, well versed in this stuff. So, all right. All right. Another single here, guys. So. Double tap the screen, it helps a lot. Appreciate it, Josh. So if you go check my channel, it's an older short. But I'm in the public gym right now. But if you go and check my channel, if you look at my shorts and scroll down just a little bit to a couple weeks ago, there's a physique showing from a couple weeks ago. That'd be the best place to go to check that. It's a Larson press, Scott, so it removes leg drive. It forces you to push with everything but your legs, right? So you have no leg drive. It's a bit of a harder lift. It also helps you build stability on the bench. And the little pause you see there is because I do powerlifting, and practicing pauses are super important for building that strength out of the bottom of the lift. It is called a Larson press, yes. No, lifting does not stunt height growth, so. So the only thing, I'm not actively bulking at the moment, Liam. I have competition on the 16th of August, so coming up here this month. So I'm not actively bulking right now. I'm just maintaining that 177. So what's up, all the way from Rhode Island? Appreciate you stopping in. Let's get one more set here. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So. Ooh. I'm thinking we do this with some pauses, guys. Let's just hit some pause reps at 225 to finish off the night. God bless. Yeah, body fat really doesn't have a standing in powerlifting other than your weight classing. Weight classing is all that really matters. So how much do you weigh? The poll is running right now, Rich. The poll, you still got about 4 hours left on the poll, Rich. 4 hours. I checked it before I left. Yeah, so body fat percentage isn't a big deal. I don't track my body fat percentage, but I am pretty lean, especially for powerlifting standards. So. Easy close grip work. 5 years up in training. Yeah, that's easy weight, Sigma. That was our drop set. Can't tell you that, Rich. Can't tell you. You just have to be surprised, I guess. All right. So that was our drop set. Milk visionary. All right.
Feel that. Yeah.
My PR is 365. 365 is my PR. All right, let's head out here.
I did the veggies.
Let's head out here.
I did a decent amount of dietary.
All right, we're gonna do some curls, guys. Do some curls. We already did barbell this week. What have we not done? We haven't done dumbbell this week. What am I doing? We'll do dumbbell out here. Why not? We'll do dumbbell out here. They have, what do they got for dumbbells out here? Yeah, we got enough dumbbells out here. All right, appreciate it, Sigma. All right, we're gonna do some dumbbell curls tonight, guys. I don't think we've done any dumbbell curls yet this week, so we'll hit some dumbbells and then we could do triceps or shoulders. So I'm thinking we start at 55. We usually start with 50. Let's bump it 5. We'll bump it 5 for our warm. All right. Can you rent them and take them home? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. All right. Was that 6 or 7? Let's go for 7. I think that was 6, so we're gonna go for 7. That might be 8. That would be unfortunate, but. All right. First set of dumbbell curls done, guys. We're gonna grab the 55s next, or sorry, 60s next, and then we'll do 70s perhaps, maybe 75s. Get the arms pumping, you know, get the arms pumping. Maybe 65s and 70s. I don't know. We're gonna grab something though. Like I said, 4 hours, Rich. The poll will be over. Give it time. Give it time. All right. I definitely didn't do 9. I definitely didn't do 9. All right, 65s. 65s next, guys. And we'll grab the 70s. Let's go ahead and grab them.
Music everywhere.
Stingray music.
Yep. This one's a little loose, guys. 5. Ooh. I keep spinning. Ooh-wee. Feels good, guys. Nice little bicep pump. They feel good and full right now. Ooh-wee. Feeling good. All right. Well, then you'll find out first thing tomorrow. It'll be a fun time, right? All right, guys. Next up, 70s. We'll do 3. Training to defeat Batman, TP. So you can't target body fat that way, Visionary. Body fat is targeted through diet, and it's not really a way to target body fat in a specific area. You can encourage muscle growth in that area, and it will help make it look more aesthetically pleasing, but you can't really target the body fat itself. Like if I do crunches, I'm not targeting body fat in my core. I'm strengthening my core, building muscle in my core, but and I'll burn body fat, but not specifically there. Body fat isn't necessarily targetable, like a lot of people have been led to believe. So, what's up, twins? It's all dietary with body fat, guys. All right, 70s. Yeah. See, the thing is, Rich, regardless of what it says right now, Rich, it could go either direction. It is not guaranteed. I don't know, Rich. I would have to go check, and I'm not going to close the stream to go check. You will know as soon as it's done. All right, we got to do some. Let's do shoulders next, I guess. My diet mostly consists of lean meats, dairy, whole grain bread, and potatoes. That's about it. Eggs, but mostly lean meats. Eggs I would qualify under lean meat. So, all right, we got shoulders, guys. Let's use this shoulder machine, I guess, guys. But like green veg, I don't eat any green veg at all. All right, get this moving. We're gonna start with the plate, guys. Work our way up. You drop the seat down just a hair. There we go. Just the plate, getting them warmed up. Get the blood flowing up there. We'll slap another plate on, and we're gonna keep adding plates until we get to about 4 plates. So we get to about 4 plates. All right, let's add a plate. Let's add a plate, guys. Another plate. All right, 2 plates. We're gonna hit this for another set here on the shoulders. Keep lifting heavy objects. It's a great time. We love it here. It's the best thing to do, right? Best thing. Lift heavy things.
That first set of 225. There's just nothing like it.
All right. Yep. Yeah. What's up, twins? Sorry, I'm coming to look. I do like steak tacos. I had steak tacos in a while. I might need to do that soon. But yeah, I do like steak in my tacos. I don't know if I've done it cube style though. I do like strips when I do that. It's mostly about camera angling, Liam, I'm gonna be honest. Body fat makes a big difference too. I don't have a lot of body fat that I carry. So I'm able to maintain that 177 to 180 range while having a lot more muscle mass. There's not a lot of like fat, you know. All right, let me add another plate. All natural, of course, as well. So. How's it going, Noble? All right. Another set here, 3 plates. Yep. Let's add a plate. There's not space to add a plate, guys. Let's just finish out the 7, I guess. Let's finish out the 7. That was 3, we got 4 to go. The chest press is a lot of fun. I don't do cardio. All right. Let's peel these plates off and let's move on, guys. We're gonna go do some rows. No, I'm doing great, Liam. I'm doing great. I got some decent size and some good muscle mass. I'm doing well, Kier. How are you doing? All right. Yeah, we work out constantly, all the time. To burn fat, you have to reduce your calories, visionary. It's all about calories. Calories in versus calories out. No one likes to hear that answer, I'm gonna be honest, but it's true. All right, let's do rows. All right. All right, here we are. We use the handle that's on here because why not, right? Because why not? I would never want to downsize muscle, but you'd have to eat less proteins and work out less. But I don't recommend that. Unless you need to for like medical reasons, maybe. So, all right. Just grab this. We're gonna go full brick per usual, right? So, full stack. We're gonna grab this for a few sets. So. So there's different sports, right, Liam? So when someone bodybuilds, the types of muscle fibers you develop are slightly different, or the way you develop muscle and the areas you develop them. Muscle can be less dense, more tightly packed fibers, less tightly packed fibers. That's why you'll see some bodybuilders look huge and they don't lift quite as heavy. And then you see powerlifters that aren't, 200-300 pounds and they're lifting more than those 200 or 300 pound bodybuilders. So one is strength focused. Like bodybuilding isn't necessarily a strength, it's a strength sport, but it's not a strength focused sport. If a bodybuilder could get and win the Arnold without developing a ton of extra strength, I'm sure they'd be down for it, right? They're looking for aesthetic purposes. Whereas for a power lifter, it's about how much weight am I moving from point A to point B in my weight class, right? So if you told a power lifter, hey, if you shaved 5 pounds off your body weight, but you doubled all your lifts, or you added 10 pounds to every lift, would you do it? They'd probably say yes. That's not usually how it works, but. All right, let's grab this. So the block says 200. You guys know how blocks work, right? So, but 200 is a very reasonable rowing weight. One set down, 2 sets to go, maybe 3. Conventional is always going to be superior, in my opinion, on overall strength show. Conventional is always going to be superior as far as show of strength, but sumo is legal in powerlifting. So, yeah, powerlifting is squat, bench, deadlift. Your 3 big lifts. How much can you move? It's all about how strong are you physically. Bodybuilding is how do you look aesthetically. How's it going, Stephanie? Welcome back. I would say sumo has its own leverages and its own issues as far as like what joints it wears on. It's a lot of hip work. So you're basically hinging your hip really, really hard. There's very little leg drive involved. So in my opinion, I've lifted both ways and it's mostly hip and glute. Vascularity is mostly due to dietary, so if you're, depending on how hydrated you are, you may be more or less vascular, depending on how much salt content you've eaten. So diet day to day can make a difference. I would say that is pretty, you will see it more often on bodybuilders because they specifically eat when they're showing their physique to show vascularity. There's even been cases that, obviously I'm not doing bodybuilding, but I am aware of bodybuilding, I've trained bodybuilders. They'll take, I don't recommend this by the way, but I have heard of it happening, bodybuilders taking shots of alcohol to increase vascularity and further, kind of dry themselves out. So, but yes, it's strength versus physique, that's the difference. Eddie Hall's lift is more impressive in my opinion. All right. Yeah. Got one more set here. Yeah, and here's the thing. Some people have like a genetic predisposition to looking, slightly more vascular. You can have like more showy veins. They can be closer to the surface. There's certain things like that can happen. But it's not significant. Now at the elite levels of these sports, it makes more of a difference. From a health standpoint, okay, so here's the thing. Lifting is great for your health in general. South Carolina Noble. lifting is great for your health in general, right? Lifting weight is always going to be a top tier item, but their extremes on either end can be detrimental to your health if you're not doing them properly. I would say if you're looking for a healthier alternative, and this isn't a bias, this is just my opinion, powerlifting is a healthier alternative to bodybuilding because bodybuilding requires more extremes than powerlifting does, right? As far as like diet. So when you're prepping for like a bodybuilding show, the extremes you have to put your body through are pretty intense. Whereas with powerlifting, there are some extremes if you're not doing it, right all year round. You may have to cut really drastically or dehydrate yourself during your weigh-ins, or you may decide to do that route. But if you're just doing it for the love of the sport and you're not like competing professionally, I would say powerlifting is going to be the healthier of the two. Being that you're doing it without stuffing your system, right? You're doing it with lean proteins and proper diet. And obviously I recommend natural.
Music everywhere.
What's up, Darren? So I could definitely cut and still lift the same weight, but it has to be done slowly. If you do like a drastic body weight cut, you should expect strength loss because you're going to have to cut your calories. Therefore, you're going to have less protein going into your system, less carbohydrates, less fats. So you're going to feel depleted. So you'll have some strength loss when you cut. But if you do it right, you can maintain 99% or all of it. Sometimes even increase strength if you're doing it perfectly while losing body fat. But that's really hard and intricate to do. Food timing becomes super important. But generally, you do a series of like small bulks, short bulks, healthy lean bulks, put a few pounds on, and then if you feel like you're getting a little bit too much body fat, you do a short cut, right? You just cut a little bit, like if you gain 10 pounds, cut 5. Gain 10, cut 5. Gain 10, cut 5. And that helps you stay lean while still putting on muscle mass throughout the year. What's up, David? Abs are gonna get hit through your other compound movements. Abs are gonna get hit through your other compound movements. No thanks, Jabber. I'm all good. How you doing, David? How you doing? Now, if you want to talk to someone with 35-inch biceps, David's the guy. David's got 35-inch biceps currently. And he doesn't even curl. He's just got one of those little like squeezers for your forearms. And he just puts it right here in his elbow, and he just does this with the squeezer all day. I grew up at West Side Bar. That's awesome. So I've never had the pleasure slash opportunity to make a trip out and see West Side Barbell and train there. So that sounds like an awesome experience. I do have visible abs, Liam. Yes, I do have visible abs. I have a physique showing on my channel. You can take a look at it. So deadlift to 4. That's solid work, Keith. Solid work. All right, let's get it. One more set here, guys, and then we're gonna go do triceps. Yep. Triceps are next, guys. Triceps are next. Well, we can do them right here, actually. We don't gotta move far. Gotta move far, right? No, Liam, I'm doing great as far as weight is concerned. We have a competition on the 16th. Whenever you get close to competition, you start to maintain your body weight, or sometimes you have to change your body weight depending on what class you're competing in. So you pause your bulk until after competition, you start bulking again. I believe you'll recover fully, David. I believe you'll recover fully, but I understand that. You know, I could see how that'd be like a concern. So, all right, full brick, triceps, sets of 7, like usual. No, I'm not plateauing. You have, you know, once you get to a certain level on certain things like double body weight of certain movements, your gains are slightly slower, but that's normal. Early on, you can get gains really, really fast on lifts, but there's a certain point where you start to have to work for every 5 pounds, and your expectations go from, you know, 50 pounds a year to an increase of, you know, 10, 15 pounds a year. You know, that your expectations change based on where you're at with your lifts. I sleep a lot. I sleep very good. All right. All right. Four hours a day is not enough, no. You could do that short term. You know what, I won't say that. 4 hours a day is not good for 99% of the population. There are certain people out there that don't need as much sleep. That is a genetic thing. Some people thrive on a little bit less sleep, but you do need some sleep. Like, I think the least I've ever felt decent getting in is like 6. 6 hours is like my minimum. General health wise, getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep, you should be doing that at least. We don't do cardio around here. You're right. Welcome back. Welcome back. How you been, Hanamura? I feel like it's been a long time no see. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, Hanamura. Appreciate it, Hanamura. Depends on what weight class you want to lift in, Liam. So you can lift at any body weight. You just need to look up your weight class for whatever federation you're going to be in, and then figure out what those guys are doing for bench, squat, and deadlift, and then decide if you're competitive in that weight class. And if not, then you make your adjustments. No lower back injuries, nothing significant. I mean, everybody gets a tweak now and again, but nothing significant that I consider an injury. Uh, 135 for 7. Yeah. I'm glad you're keeping it alive, Josh. I will have more. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of bottles next time I see them. It does get easier over time, shoot. You can kind of adapt. Have a good one, Noble. You can kind of adapt to that low mode, right? But caffeine helps a lot. Let's see. 135 for 7, and you said you weigh what, 205? You're gonna struggle probably at most meets. At 205, most I would want to be somewhere. Personally, I'd want to be somewhere in like the low 4s at a minimum, competing at 205. At 205, I'd want to at least be putting 405 up to feel competitive in powerlifting. If you cut your body weight back to like 180, you could compete at maybe like the the high 2s is competitive in that weight. That's the weight class I'm in now. The high 2s are competitive in that weight class, particularly for bench. Yeah, so it just depends on how much you want to cut. I would cut, figure out what weight you feel comfortable at, then figure out if you're ready to compete. Because if you try and chase it with body weight, you're going to end up just cutting forever, right? And you're never actually going to get stronger. You're just reducing body weight to make your current lifts better weight-wise. you want to increase your lifts and decrease your body weight at the same time, or do vice versa, decrease your body weight and then be like, okay, now I'm comfortable, I like the way I look, let's figure out what my lifts need to start looking like. On bench, yes, I'm very much ahead of the game on bench my weight class. Yeah, 365 is my bench PR currently. 365 is my bench PR currently. So. All right. We're gonna get one more set here. I'm 5'11". I'm 177 pounds. So that's a tough question to answer. If you're trying to increase your bench, go take a look at my Coach Chris playlist. I have ways to increase your bench there in short format. But I do a 6-day-a-week full body with a heavy bench 6 days a week, and that's not for everybody. That is definitely something you have to condition specifically for. Usually 3 times a week, 5x5s. I see a lot of good growth in a lot of my clients that want to go heavy on bench. For something in that form, maybe 7x3 double single, 7x3 triple single, and then a drop set for a triple. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but honestly, it's about how you lift. Frequency is going to be based on your recovery periods. My weakest movement? My squat is definitely my weakest movement. I have a decent squat, but it's definitely my weakest movement. I didn't squat competitively till just last year. So I just started working on that, like maybe not even 12 months ago. So that because it has the least training time, it's been the one that's not as impressive for my body weight, but it's still heavy enough to compete with. It's just not as impressive as my bench and deadlift. Oh look, you guys want to put Aldo on a timeout? Watch this, you guys ready? Aldo, you're gonna go on a 60-second timeout. You just sit down, think about what you're doing, come back with a better attitude, and we can talk. All right, you're on a 60-second timeout. I've been training for 5 years. All right, one more set here, guys, one more set. All right, guys, we have got squats. We've got to hit squats, guys. You guys ready for squats? We're going to do hack squats tonight. Hack squats tonight. What are you talking about, Conde? El Conde? El Conde? How was that ego? That was really easy weight. Are you talking about the tricep extensions? That was buttery smooth. Genetics? Okay. No, that's the little plastic ends tapping against each other. What's the longest I've ever went without a PR and SBD? I didn't track it, David. I would say there was a point where I wasn't focused on it as much and I was doing a few reps. I had a period where I was super busy working and my energy levels were super low and I wasn't working out. I was working out every day, obviously, but I wasn't working out as efficiently because I was moving weights around for like 10 hours a day at the time. Yes, I train full body every day. That would probably be the longest period I've ever had, and it was I would imagine it was months and months. I was just redoing the same stuff and maintaining for that time. I probably could have grabbed a PR on my SBD at the time, but I wasn't attempting to. I was kind of just like going through the motions to maintain at the time. But I was very busy. I was very busy as a trainer at the time. So you know, once you've moved, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 pounds for the day, working with clients, I still got my workouts in, but I was drained, like mentally more than anything, if that makes sense. So, oh look, Aldo's back. Hold on, you ready, Aldo? You ready, Aldo? Here's another 10-second timeout. Aldo, that's a 10-second timeout because you came back with more silliness. More silliness. So, I recover on Sundays. My diet is super clean. I'm completely natural and I sleep well. Everything, I don't have cheat meals. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't eat sweets. I haven't had a cheat meal over 4 years. It's just a clean diet and partially genetic, sure. I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. All right, let me grab this first set, guys, and we'll talk some more. I'm definitely 5'11". I'm definitely I've had it checked at the doctor a few times recently. I'm still 5'11". My squats have not shrunk me yet, so we're working on it. We're working on it. Cheat meals are anything that wouldn't be considered on diet for me. I don't really have a calorie limit for my meals. It's just like no, I don't eat anything deep fried. I don't eat anything with like a bunch of added sugar. So I don't eat cake. I don't eat cupcakes. I don't eat muffins. I don't eat candy, things like that. I don't drink sweetened like sodas and juices. You know, nothing with added sugar in my beverages. I do enjoy brisket quite a lot, Saray. I have a feeling it has all to do with the angles of everything, Eagles. This camera, I set my camera down low so it's out of the way, you know, so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute Mole here. I don't know. We're gonna mute Mole Boy. We're getting close, Eric. We are. Every bit of support and donation helps. We actually are. We have received 16 new channel memberships courtesy of Joshin over the last 2 days. So that helped push us in the right direction for new camera equipment. That is what we're saving the channel revenue for right now, is some new camera equipment and new microphones. So we can do more long form videos. All right, ready? We're gonna do a set of 7 full depth squats. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm just playing. Yeah. What is up, Dakota? I don't plan on it. Bar food generally is going to be considered cheap food, yes. Street tacos, Josh, you know what? I won't say that they're guaranteed to be cheap food. Sometimes you can get some decent, lean street tacos, right? Nice, Eric. Solid. That's actually a pretty good price. Have a good one, Liam. It is a nice machine, David. So it is rare, guys. It is extremely rare to have any real degradation in your overall height with lifting, okay? It's one of those things of like, you can shrink over time, but most people shrink naturally as they age anyways. And here's the thing, guys. by the time you start noticing a difference in your height, it's not going to matter anymore. If you're 60 years old still measuring how tall you are, 70 years old measuring how tall you are, I mean, you have your priorities probably mixed up a little bit. You should be measuring how much you bench, obviously. Here, Aldo's getting a full 24-hour mute. Look at that, Aldo. I haven't had pizza in a while. I need to do a homemade pizza. Small town Texas. What's up? What's up? I lived in Texas for about 9 years. I was in Texas, Tommy. Great place, Texas. What's up, Coco? What's up, Win? Inversion tip. So here's the thing, guys. If I start to shrink because of my lifting, I'll just start buying those special shoes you see on TikTok where it adds like 3 inches to your height. What's up, Max? Welcome back. I'm in South Carolina currently. Ugh. All right. Yep. Yeah, no one's lining up for this right now. I'm ready for hurricane season. Don't worry, Max. Do they suck? So, here's the thing, guys. I'm very aware that the only thing you have to worry about with your height, I'm going to tell you all the secret to height, right? Let's say, so I'm 5'11", right? And my wife is 5'9", right? 5'10". So she's just an inch or two shorter than me. That's all that matters, right? If you're short or you feel like you're shorter than average, just find you a wife or a boyfriend, if you want to be taller than your boyfriend, I guess, if you're a female or whatever else. But find a wife that's like 5'1", right? Because everybody looks 6 foot from 5 foot or less, right? Everybody looks 6 foot from right here, right? So all you got to do if you're 5'7", 5'6", 5'5", is find a 4'5" wife, and everybody looks 6 foot from that height. All right. See, Eric's got the idea. As long as you're taller, right, than them, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Typically, yes, Eagle. I mean, not always, but yes. Your recovery is going to be dependent on your sleep, your supplementation, your food, and over time it'll get easier as long as you stay consistent and lift properly. That's a choice, Coco. That's a choice. Not my choice, but that's a choice. Yeah, I don't deload, Jarl. I feel you, though. Move to Japan. Move to Japan. Top tier advice here, right? Just find a country, look at the statistics in that country, find one that on average is shorter than you. That's how you do it, right? MySpace. That's wild, David. David's still on MySpace. He's got his top friends all loaded up right now. What's that, Coco? All right, let me grab this. We're gonna do this for a triple probably. I feel like we'll get more than 3. Five and 7, 3 more. Yeah. Yeah. Woo-wee. One more. Yeah. Yeah. Woo-wee. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. AOL. I train like 6 days a week. What's up, Kaiser? Welcome back. Long time no see. It's late. It's late. It makes sense that it's dead. There's a lot going on in the chat right now. All right, we're gonna do some rear delt work. But it doesn't exist, Brumel. It doesn't exist. We have no weak body parts here. We have no weak body parts here. Whichever one makes you tired, that one. The part of your brain that does that. No sleep, no sleep. About to do some rear delts. We've done a full workout already. Bench, curls. Our goal is always strength, Brumel. Always strength. I'm a professional power lifter. Said who, Max? Who said you can't work out toes? I keep small ankle weights around every toe at all times. No, Eric, I don't feel that way. I can see why you would say that, but me personally, I don't feel like that's an issue for me. This is. I don't know that I like this one. The milk is here, don't worry, the milk is here. targeted work is always good. Targeted work is always a good thing. It's not gonna like stop your progression. You definitely need to get those compounds though. As long as you're not overdoing it. Like don't do like super targeted bicep work every day because you'll hurt your compounds because they'll be sore or they'll be worn from that, and then your compounds won't be as smooth, won't be as, you know, as heavy. Won't feel as good when they are heavy. That kind of thing. Your recovery could increase. What's up, Sigma? I don't know my pec measurement. I have no idea. I mean, sizable, but I'm not sure. Sizable, but I'm not sure. The milk is here. I promise the milk is here. It's in my backpack. It just, yeah, as fast as you can recover, essentially, Drew. So try, if you're doing 3, try 4. Do that until you feel you're recovering pretty well. Then try 5 and move it up. Progress it. I don't eat gummy worms personally. As far as the long rest periods, yes, that's pretty normal. I am not the owner of this gym. Yeah, the music isn't amazing, Jarl. You are not correct. You're not incorrect. That is very true, Eric. They do that. I just don't. I just don't. But I've seen people, I'll say the most common thing to watch people eat at a powerlifting meet is Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie treats. So they are packed with sugar and carbohydrates. Yes, random. Rice Krispie, it's a thing. Someone got everybody on Rice Krispie treats at one point and it's just stuck. I've seen Rice Krispie treats, I've seen gummy worms, gummy bears, fruit. I've seen people with Reese's cups, Butterfinger bars. Sour Patch Kids is a big one. Fruit snacks. Those reps are, that was really light, random. That was really light, actually. Those are perfect reps, or near perfect. Maybe not perfect, but near perfect. It's exactly how I wanted the reps to go. I don't eat Sour Patch Kids. I don't eat Rice Krispie treats. They're not on diet. My milk contains a pretty solid amount of natural sugars, Eric. So I do get sugars throughout the day. Stay-at-home mom, Josh. So you gotta realize, Eric, I drink like a gallon a day. So, other than that, it's just like a piece of fruit before my... Yeah, so one Fairlife. Mind you, I drink a Fairlife during my workout, but I have about a half a gallon separate of that at home that I drink throughout the day. I'm okay, random. I appreciate if you decide to support, but that's not. We don't do jumping jacks. That's considered cardio. It's great. Milk is a superfood. I have coffee throughout the day, Jarl, but I do my pre-workout right before my workout. Yeah, no, it does sound like a. You're talking about Jarls? Does sound like a solid way to get the pump going. I don't do goat's milk. I don't do goat's milk. I don't have anything against goat's milk. It's just not my milk of choice. It depends on your goals, random. Appreciate it though. Not looking for advice though, random. I'll be honest. I'm okay. Thanks though. We're gonna do one more bicep exercise today, guys. I feel like the dumbbells just didn't finish them off real good. I feel like I got a lot of bicep left. Might not have went heavy enough. We'll hit this isolate real quick. We'll hit this isolate item. This is where we'll finish up. We'll do a couple sets here. I'm not a big fan of like dumbbell preacher curl. I prefer preachers like this or Blue Moon. Sometimes I'll do them with the easy bar, but that's still rare. All right, let me grab my milk and then we'll start on this. All right, full brick every pound that it'll allow us. Full brick. I've done spider curls. They will. They'll smoke you. Look, the music isn't it, right, Jarl? It's not really a pump music, but you know they've got to cater to everybody, and some people, you know, their tastes differ. You know, I would say that cake will do that. Cake will do that. All right, that's disconcerting that this is coming loose. All right, we'll ignore it and act like it's not happening. Workout's going great. I don't usually listen to music. I kind of just work out with my own thoughts in chat. Yeah. Three. This handle is very loose here, very loose. Having to be very careful. A large shirt typically. Sugar crashes from cake are very common. I would say that is probably it. If you're having a sugar crash, really, it's one of those things you just kind of eat it. It's a sugar crash is kind of hard to avoid once you've stacked your system up. It's that what is it, that lunchtime nap. That's what usually gets people, is the sugar content and stuff. Need some Loctite. All right, I'm gonna get one more set here, guys. One more set here. Like I said, it's the full brick. It's the full brick. Fat is great. Fat is great for you. Depends on the fat, obviously, but I take in a lot of dairy fat, obviously, with whole milk, butters, things along those lines. The occasional avocado fat, it's in one of my food items. Unavoidable to some extent. If it was avoidable, I would avoid it. But it's a very small amount. But I don't do any like mixed vegetable oils. I don't do any soy oil. No soy in my diet whatsoever. I work during the day. Fitness coach, random. Health is going great, JLA. How you doing? What's up, Prodigy? What's up? What's up? That's carbohydrates, isn't it? So you're going to the gym, right, Mark? All right, another set here. Another set here. Pumpkin seeds are delicious. They are full of great things like iron. I do quite enjoy pumpkin seeds. I don't eat them very often, but when I do have them, they're delicious. I train my clients based on their goals. Based on their goals. Because my eyes aren't very good, Sloth. I traded eyesight for bench press numbers. I changed gyms up a little bit, so we have 3 different gyms we're attending right now. This one, a One Life, and then of course Barbells is still our home gym. So.
Music everywhere.
All right, let's grab this. One more set here, guys. One more set here. Full brick, full brick. What are we hearing wrong, Meat Eater? What's wrong? Whew. 5 and 7, 3 more. Pumpkin seeds are a pretty healthy food option. I wouldn't say they're best for testosterone production, no. But they are a good food option. They're not an unhealthy food. 2 more. One more. That wasn't a good one. One more. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, preacher girl. Horse meat, I'm gonna skip on the horse meat. I don't eat soy at all, David. I eat 0 soy. There's not a drop of soy in my diet at all. Brumel, I mean, even if polyester or like the material itself has anything that leaches into your system while you're wearing it, there's probably a lot of other things people need to clear up in their diet and health before they start worrying about what their shirts are made of, I'm gonna be honest. Was removing soy from my diet worth it? It was difficult. There's soy in so much stuff, especially in the US. But once I got it done, it was night and day the way my diet feels. I feel amazing, as compared to when soy was a heavy item in my diet. So, no kombucha for me. Eyesight for bench press? Oh, 100%. I'd give the rest of it up for the bench as well. I don't need to see. Soy is processed into a lot of different things, guys. So soy can be processed into oil to replace like other vegetable oils. It can be processed into flour. It can be processed into what's called, I think it's called, I can't pronounce it, lichen. I can't pronounce the word, but it's used as something to stop binding and allow easy mixture on things like protein powders. Soy is included in almost everything. Almost everything you eat that's processed is probably going to have soy in it in the U.S. Cereal, bread, candies, baked goods of any sort, some beverages, most mixed vegetable oils, chips will have it as an oil. Anything that contains oil or is fried. I do not eat tofu. I do not think tofu is a good health option. It is soybean. Tofu is soybean. It's just condensed soybean. I don't use oil. I use butter. Once in a blue moon, some avocado oil might sneak into my diet, but it's very rare. Nah, Mark. Easy work. So, anytime, Mark. Anytime. I'm always here. What's up, Ben? That's to make me take a rest. We just got done, Val. We just got done. Generally, Josh, yes. I have a lot of like income sources, a lot of different like fitness related businesses and things I do. But yes, training has been my primary source of income for years. Training and coaching. Depends on your definition of rich, random, but I don't talk about income on stream. I do well. The difference in what, Josh? No, JLO, it's once you've tightened your diet up enough, it kind of becomes intuitive as far as what's healthy, what's not. Training and coaching, so there is differences. I do both, obviously. You can have a trainer that just focuses on your physical capabilities or your physical aesthetic, and that's your trainer, right? But a coach may be involved in other stuff like your nutrition, your lifestyle choices, stress-related choices, lifestyle changes. That would be the best way to say it. Coaches do more than just work you out, right? They're there for every portion of that lifestyle change. My form sucks. I'm not even moving yet. I'm literally sitting here, not even working out, and we have a form comment. It's Christopher. Yes, David. You can find. Here's the thing. I don't even need to think to give you a good workout. Like routine, you'll sweat, you'll feel sore, you'll feel worked out. But to be a good coach, it takes effort. It takes effort. Welcome, Marco. Did I get your joke? I might have missed it because there was a lot of. No, he owns a house. Yeah, there you go. I do own a home. Yes. I'm a squatter. So, I drink a lot of milk. I drink some water, obviously, but I do drink more milk than I do water. Coaching requires more elements. Look, so I can give you a workout, but if I give you a workout and you go halfway do it, are you really, getting, an actual, like, is it making a change to you, right? If I'm forcing you to go to the gym, are you actually changing your habits? Are you getting stronger, like, mentally? Are you becoming more disciplined? A coach will help you become more disciplined. They'll teach you why you're doing things. A trainer will tell you what to do. A coach will teach you what to do, or teach you why you're doing it, right? So I could tell you, go do X squats, X hip thrusts, and X calf raises, right? Go do that, your legs will grow. And then you'll come back and be like, okay, I did that. And then every day for the rest of however long you're training, you're gonna have to keep coming back to me and saying, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? A coach will tell you, I want you to go do X, Y, Z. This is why you're doing each one of them, and this is what you should be trying to do and what you should be trying to feel during those movements, right? They teach you why you're doing them, how to do them, how to progress them. Coaches teach, trainers tell. Depends on the person, Coco. No, they're the same certifications. Same certifications. We haven't started on a garage build yet, so Ray, that has slightly changed. I would say so, yeah, Random. My clients tend to have good results and they tend to stay pretty consistent. You can have a good trainer and not a good coach, and there's nothing wrong with being a trainer. I'm doing well. How are you doing? It's unfortunate. Hopefully the headache passes quick. What if my client eats a cheat meal? It happens. I'm not going to get mad at them. My clients are allowed to eat. I teach them why they shouldn't eat crappy food, but they're allowed to eat, obviously. Yeah, I'm the coach. I have clients. That's coaching. I'm coaching my clients, Random. What if my client drinks like Mark? Mark doesn't drink that much, guys. Don't wish that evil on Mark, all right? Mark actually has never touched alcohol in his life. Don't let him lie to you. MC, what's up? I was defending you, Mark. Headaches are no good, Kayleen. Headaches are no good. That's unfortunate. Milk is always optimal, yes, as long as you're not allergic to it. I have seen people take Ozempic, yes. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it for weight loss. It's not what it's supposed to be for. Not what it's supposed to be for. It's all about calorie deficit, Kayleen. All about calorie deficit. We are done with the workout, yes. Give your body to the gym. That's good advice. There you go. Oh, look, we have Sayan, who's a hater from, I guess, back in the day. I don't know. Welcome back to the stream, Sayan. Welcome back to the stream. We're here enjoying life. Are you winning? I don't know. I don't know, Rich. So certifications, Josh, they cover everything, right? So you have a personal training certification that will cover you for personal training, whether you're a full-on coach or just giving people workouts. It'll cover you for showing people how to work out in the gym. Now, that being said, it's only a certification. You still need to get yourself insured, which isn't too expensive. I recommend getting privately insured to protect yourself. But the personal training certification is what's going to allow you to get insured or work for a big box gym that has insurance for their trainers. So. But you can take it as far as you want as soon as you've got your certification under your belt. And honestly, in most places, in your certifications outside of getting insurance are not required. Like here in South Carolina, there's no law that says I have to be certified to train or coach. I did it because it's good to do. Saying's just haters. Okay. What's your bench saying? Like 11 pounds ish. No need for it. No need for what? So anything that burns calories, NC, you are correct, is going to be a fat burner. It's just how many calories in versus how many calories out. So if you're bringing more calories in than you're expending, then you're going to gain fat. If you're putting out more calories than you're inputting, you're going to lose fat. That's how it goes, Michael. We've made it almost the whole stream with like one hater. There's always one at the end, right? Always one at the end. My course, so it depends. Most of them are online now. Some you can still get ones that are proctored in person for like the exams, but most of them are online and they're self-paced. I've seen people do them as quick as a month. I've seen people that it takes 3 or 4 months. It just depends on how well versed you are in the basics. It's very basic to get certified as a trainer, and that's why you have to be very sure when you're hiring somebody as your trainer or coach that they know what they're doing, because the certifications, beyond being able to read a textbook, don't mean much. So I don't actively measure it, saying, but probably about the same as the last time you were here, to be honest. I have a physique shoot on the channel saying if you go to my shorts and scroll down, if you're really that interested in my body fat percentage, you can go check there. But we do powerlifting here typically, so we're not super concerned by it. I will repeat, by the way, guys. I'm going to repeat this because I said this in a short, I think, yesterday. Dragon Ball Z is definitely not better than Naruto. I want to make that very, very clear. I said that the other day, and the fact that his name is Saiyan just reminded me to say that again. No, Mark. Nope. Not doing it. The speed at which that would be clipped would be unprecedented, Mark. Unprecedented. I'll tell you what, Mark. I'll do it as soon as I see your 405 bench video. I just need it within like 3 days, all right? MK? No. 365 is my bench currently, Bromel. 365 is my bench currently. Whoa. I'm gonna finish off this milk here and then we're gonna call it night. No, we're not doing it. We're not starting that at all, Mark. That's not happening. I would say saying that the one thing I've never been accused of being is fat. So if you're trying to troll me and think that you're going to get under my skin by calling me fat, I have really, really bad news for you. That's like the worst way to try and troll me. Because, regardless of whether or not you believe I actually am, it wouldn't bother me if I was. If my body fat went up 2%, I wouldn't be super upset. Wouldn't be super upset. I did hear about the Celsius recall. I did hear about the Celsius energy drink recall. I need to stop clicking show on Mark's messages so quickly, because I need to start proofreading these. I see Mark's name. I see a green name because now his name is green, so I click it even faster. I think they've already pulled them from the shelf, Nick. So if you guys didn't hear, Celsius just recalled their energy drinks, the Blue Raz, I believe it was, with the silver tops, because they were mislabeled. They're actually high noon hard seltzers. They're alcoholic seltzers. They shipped them as alcoholic seltzers with Celsius Blue Raz labels. I'm not related to Chris Bonstead, no. I don't have gyno, Jacob. It's an interesting trolling technique. You accuse me of having gyno, but I don't. I have a physique. For anybody actually interested in what my physique looks like under the shirt when I don't have like a quart of milk in my stomach, go to my shorts and scroll down in my channel shorts. There is a physique shoot. You can see everything other than, obviously I kept my pants on, but you can see all of my torso. You can see the development, the back, the chest, the biceps, the triceps. If you're actually interested in knowing what a power lifter looks like at 170-ish pounds, 177, 180 pounds, that's the best place to look. Have I ever accidentally drank spoiled milk? I mean, yeah, in my lifetime for sure. All right, so the milk is empty, guys. We are done with the milk. So I am gonna go home and I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna go rest a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It is time for me to go get some rest, and we'll be back on tomorrow for the coffee stream as usual. So I will see you guys then. I'll see you guys then. Appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every night, 7 days a week. See y'all later. See you, Josh. Appreciate the support again, and I appreciate the support from Jesus Loves You earlier. He sent a super chat as well.